I'm excited for our team, our players, to get the win. There's always a number of unique emotions with a game like that. And what I need to remind myself and each player and each coach, we got to win. And to win the game after some of the mistakes we made and big plays we made, I think is a huge statement about the fiber, the fabric of our football team. We beat a very good Southern Utah football team. That quarterback is excellent. The receivers are excellent. The fat guys are excellent. Their defense is very good. I'm excited about what that says about the Jackrabbits this year.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, talk about the defense tonight. 4 sacks in the first half, 2 interceptions in the second half. How important was it for the defense to come out and set the tone tonight?
Well, it was. You know, they have the great quarterback. You know, so I think you go into the field with a chip on your shoulder, and say, "This is our test," and it was huge. And you know, I'm not surprised that we got the sacks. I was very happy. That is a tough job for our D linemen rushing against those guys. I would credit our D line coaches and the calls, but it was big.
Coach, defensively, you had a lot of contributions from different parts of the field. You had the 4 sacks by the ends, the 2 picks by the backers, and then a couple of big hits by the safeties. Is that kind of, you talk about the no stars thing, is that what you think you're going to see more of this year's kind of balance from different players in different parts?
Well, I hope so. I hope when, you know, you think about football, when your number's called, make the play. And you know, to further that explanation, we grade guys on technique, we grade them on effort, we grade them on all those things. And when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter when you have a chance, make the play. And we need to do that. And so, yeah, I hope that happens. I hope it happens in time. I expect it will. I really do. We can become a very, very good football team, I think.
Talk about the philosophy, the way you used Tyrell Cool in the backfield.
Well, Tyrell Cool's a special student athlete, and you know, I think we'd have thrown the ball to him the same amount tonight as we did had he not played wide receiver last year. But I think the biggest part of that story is what happened last year. You know, that he was a great team first guy, is our terminology, and was able to give up playing running back to serve his football team, and guys like that reap rewards. Guys that work hard and give up for the team, they're always going to have success.
Tyrell and Thomas both had a lot of good numbers, and then a couple of costly turnovers. How do you kind of grade out the offense overall tonight?
Until I watch the film, I'll have to call you early tomorrow morning.
Okay. Unofficially.
I hit B-. All right. I want to comment on Thomas though. I thought a couple of his plays where he bought some time and stepped up or scrambled and made the play, it was a huge step for him. And he could easily run a couple times. He could have thrown it somewhere else, but he had the patience. And you guys ask the question all the time about a quarterback. Make sure you paint that picture, because I think that was a big stride for him.
We talked about a couple plays where he made kind of bought himself some time.
Yes. Yeah.
Seth Otters.
The early eval is a pretty tough injury. So, I'm not. I can't. He hasn't been evaluated by the doctors, but he'll be out for a little while.
And how does that change the depth chart? Who slides up?
Well, Vince Benedetto was playing what we call Y, or tight end. You know, there's Kyle Sheehan. You know, we don't have a lot of guys there, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Brad Iverson can play. Taylor Gibson can play. I just hope Seth's able to play some this year.
You guys, I think you guys were 1-4 in your last 5 openers. And it's you know, you guys talk 1-0, but it's tough when you start the season 0-1. Did you guys do anything differently this time around, or just kind of trying to approach it?
We're the most boring football program in America. You've heard me say that. And, we talk about the same things. We work the same, you know. And the one thing we did talk about, you know, a bunch was just everybody do everything they can, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100% of the guys, 100% of the time, and 100% of the things we do. And we didn't do that tonight, but we did a lot of it. So I'm proud of our team, and I'm happy to get the win in the opener.
Coach, you head to Illinois next week. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're expecting from the Illini next week?
They've got a quarterback that I've watched some stuff on and read some stuff that's supposed to be a pretty special player. I know they have some. They've been down a little bit in their terms, but they're going to be a good football team, and they'll be ready to play us. And our guys will be ready to play. And having not studied their film, I can't tell you a lot about offense or defense. I can tell you how we're going to approach the game. We're not going to go in there like tourists. We're not going to walk around and gawk about the field or the stadium or the facilities or any part of that. And I don't say that with any arrogance. I say it with, some of these guys have worked 4.5 years for these moments. Why waste it gawking around? Let's go down and try to play our best football. And we've done that a couple times, I think, at this level.
You talk about going in there and not as tourists. The fact that you've gone in the last few years played against FBS schools like Nebraska, Minnesota, and have held your own. Does that basically mean that they're a little bit more experienced, that you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable about going in against a Big Ten opponent?
I think we don't like to live in the past or think about it, but surely our guys that played at Nebraska and at Minnesota, will reflect back at that and say, we can play at this level. And surely there's teams at the FBS level that are phenomenal football teams. And I don't know about Illinois yet, but our guys they believe they can walk onto the field and compete. And that's all I care about. Those 66 guys are going to get in the play.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, even if you didn't approach the opener any differently, just winning and starting off 1-0, especially with a team that, as you said before, doesn't have a lot of stars. Is that important in terms of building up things, giving guys confidence and moving forward? Yeah,
it is, and we're gonna take the film, evaluate every step, really every play, and we're gonna say, again, no stars are stars. Here's what we did well, but here's where we need to correct our errors or our technique or whatever. And we're gonna feel good. We're gonna feel good because we did win the football game, but we're also gonna do everything we can to improve. So.
Is that it? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.